am Julie from Bread Brews Bacon, and today I am showing you how to make my loaded mashed potato bites. Loaded mashed potatoes have been a tradition in our family for years. My husband and I met working at Texas Roadhouse, and after work we'd sit down and get a steak dinner and loaded mashed potatoes, and I've been making them for years with the family now. But I want to turn it into a fun little bite that you can start a party with for Thanksgiving, because you can never have too many potatoes on Thanksgiving. This is great for Christmas, New Year's, all year round. Everybody loves them. So what you're going to need today is some leftover mashed potatoes. We didn't have any leftovers from Thanksgiving, so I am using the Betty Crocker cheddar mashed potatoes. You can get these in store. They're super quick and easy. It took me maybe 3 minutes to whip up this bowl. I like them really cheesy, so I grabbed the cheddar. If you like them a little more traditional style, they have a creamy butter option as well. What we're going to do, take our potatoes, whip them up, get them in a bowl over here. I'm adding a 1/4 cup of sour cream because I like that tang, and instead of putting it on top, we're putting it in the bowl with the potatoes so it gets in every bite. Sour cream is my favorite. I've got some crispy cooked bacon that I've chopped up real fine. I'm putting about half of that in the bowl. The rest we're going to save to garnish the tops of our cups. Because I like it really cheesy, I'm doing about a 1/4 cup of shredded cheddar cheese too. If you're doing the creamy style mashed potatoes without the extra cheese, you would still add the sour cream, bacon, and cheese just like this. I'm just a little cheesy girl. Bread, booze, bacon, and cheese is kind of the code name for the website. So go ahead and mix it all up together until it's well incorporated. And we're just going to set that aside for a minute. So next what we're going to go ahead and do is I have some crescent dough. The cool thing I found out is that this comes in full-size sheets now, so you don't have to buy the individual little triangles and try to pinch all the seams together, which is awesome. So I've got a 2-inch circle cookie cutter, and I'm just rolling out the dough. Just make sure when you cut the dough, you get all the little pieces that are connected, otherwise it'll try to stick to the big piece, and they get a little wonky shaped. So take your dough. I've got a mini muffin tin right here that I've sprayed with a little nonstick cooking spray. And I am just popping these circles over each tin. I needed 2 packages of the crescent dough to get all 24 cups. The thing I like about this recipe is it takes me back. We actually, after work, would also go to Uno's next door to the Roadhouse that I worked at. And they had a loaded baked potato pizza. It was a smaller deep dish pizza that was basically a crust with mashed potatoes and bacon and cheese and sour cream, and it was awesome. And I'm a carbaholic, so anytime you give me potatoes with a crust, I am a very, very happy girl. So these are kind of my riff on that pizza. And once the dough is over all the cups, you're just going to kind of use your fingers to gently push it down in there. Lift up the dough a little bit if you need to get any air bubbles that are hiding underneath out, because they will bubble up as the dough bakes. Now I've got my oven set to 350 because I'm using a non-stick pan. Even though I sprayed it with cooking spray, I like things to come out really easily. Or you can cook them at 375 if you're working just with a regular pan that you've coated. Cool. So all my little cups are in. This dough I'm going to save and just cut into little pieces and put it on a baking sheet and cook it off later. It goes great when you have dips. You can just serve little crescent bites with there, and it's awesome. So I'm just going to take my cookie scoop. It's about 1 tablespoon size, and scoop a little over each cup. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of take my fingers and push the potatoes into the cups a little bit. Okay. It's okay if they're a little bit overflowing. It just means that you're going to have a little more potato in each bite. So next you're going to go ahead and take a little cheese, sprinkle that on top. And then we're going to do the same thing with our remaining bacon. turn a little low on your bacon, just grab some from some of the other ones that had a bit more and you're set. So I'm going to go ahead and bake these at 350. We're going to come back in a few minutes and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so our loaded mashed potato bites have been cooking for about 12 minutes in the oven. I let them sit out for a few minutes just to make sure that they didn't burn my hands when I tried to take them out of the pan. But they're these cute little cups and they're filled with nice creamy mashed potatoes, lots of cheese, lots of bacon. So you just take them out of the pan and go ahead and put them on your serving platter. If some of the potatoes ran out of the cups and got on the pan, don't even worry about it. Just take my finger, kind of scoop it off to the side, and then get the cup out. It's no big deal. That is your treat for later for doing such a good job cooking. These are going to be a little soft when you first take them out of the pan if they're still really warm, because the potatoes are creamy. They will set up as they cool down, but I'm impatient. I'm also cheating and grabbing the ones that have the best cup because they're easier to grab without a fork since I'm just using my hands. You do what you need to do to make this easy. So like I said, we can make this recipe with either leftover mashed potatoes from the holidays or even on a weeknight if you're having like a birthday party. These are an awesome idea. I wanted something quick and easy, so I use the Betty Crocker instant potatoes. So what we're going to do to finish this off is just a little bit of chives on top. I'm going for convenience and I had some freeze-dried chives, so I'm using those. Fresh would work great too. They just add a little color on top and a little extra flavor because most places do chives on their loaded mashed potatoes. I'm hit and miss. Some days I like them, some days I don't, so you do whatever you guys like. I am full support of that for you guys. Alright, so there we go. These are loaded mashed potato bites. If you want to get the full recipe, you can click on the link below over at Bread Brews Bacon. If you liked our video, give it a thumbs up below. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Hope you enjoyed this recipe, and we'll see you soon.